Nate, how often do you recommend posting on your business page?
Well, I've been to seminars conducted by Facebook, and they recommend a minimum of 3 posts per week. I think it depends on the strategy that you've got. At least once or twice a week, you've got to have some sort of repetition there. It depends on your services, what you're doing, but I recommend 2 to 4 times a week, depending on your service.
I have a question. So when you make a post on Facebook, on a business page in particular, some posts get a lot more traction. It'll tell you exactly, this post was seen by 900 people. People share it. And some specific types of posts do better. They typically, for us, it seems to be the more personal types. So do you have faith in those numbers? Do you say, pay attention to that, follow it? Or is there anything beyond that that you should consider?
It's trial and error. I tell my clients there's no right or wrong, just what works and what doesn't. I mean, with social media, it's weird some of the stuff that'll pick up and get traction. I mean, I got this little Post-it pad that I've got my company logo on, and I wrote some little note last night, said thank you for all the referrals, and I put a little note with my name on it, took a photo of it on my desk, and that went around a little bit. And so you just try different things and see what works, and it's got to be somewhat entertaining to the consumer, or else they're gonna turn off the notifications and not want to follow you. And so try to make it interesting, and it's a good way of giving an inside look to your company. And everybody's always intrigued on behind the scenes, whatever that might be. So use that to your advantage. Do a little couple back scene postings, a little couple of pictures that may not look like they're perfectly edited, because it's kind of behind the scenes look, and it adds to the allure a little bit. People are going to wonder what's going on and feel like they're getting behind the scenes look. So there's no right or wrong. It's just what works.
Doesn't a lot of that have to do with time of day too? Because there's a lot of information about, most of the traffic is from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. and then like 4 to 7. And on the weekends, like I know my stuff, because I schedule out, I've got 3 weeks of Facebook posts scheduled out. And I know that I get the most traffic at 7 in the morning. But I've talked to friends who are in different industries, they get their most traffic at 2 o'clock. And so it all depends on what your industry is, who your target market is, and when they're online. And like weekends, I stopped posting on weekends because I get like 100, but on a weekday at 7 o'clock, I'll be 500, 600. So you have to do some research into, you have to know your own target market and figure out, like I know there are a lot of moms who are looking at my stuff while they're getting their kids ready for school. So you got to look at your own market when they're on and do some research into that, because that's going to really affect who's looking when and what your numbers are.
Yeah, I think the most traffic in a week, I think, is between 2 and 4 or 5 on Wednesday is what Facebook says. But again, for example, that doesn't mean that's the best time for the company.
Anna, do you keep track of, when you post something, do you keep track of, hey, that one was really good, I'm going to write this down and maybe do it at the same time next week, or are you just kind of putting it out there? And I asked the artist.
Yeah, no, I should. That doesn't mean, right. To me, I see what sort of works, and I'm not really looking at time and date and like, I should. We all should do lots of things. Should. You should on yourself. You ever heard that? Stop shitting on yourself. But I don't, and that's okay. But whatever works, like you said, whatever works is fine. But my biggest thing is, and I feel like I don't want to keep on moving forward to where we're not getting to the questions, but I'm just going to say it. It's just about, for me, it's okay. People really respond to personal things. They don't just want to be sold to. I don't want to just be sold to. Yeah, I've got this event and I need it to be like filled, so I'm going to sell it. I'm going to like put it out there. But people want to know what's going on with this new bit, the new place that I'm moving. that's a big deal, and so that's what people want to know, and people want to see, and they want to know, like, thank you, and I'm writing it on a piece of paper. I don't know, like, I'm not an expert in it, so I'm not gonna
No,
try.
you're on our panel, so you.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna fake it. I'm not gonna fake it, so that's fine. I fake it till I make it, right?
All right, I have a question. Of course, I have a lot of questions today. How do I grow my social media following? So I know you, Anna, use a lot of hashtags.
Oh.
Is that how people find you? Or can you explain maybe what a hashtag is?
Okay. So in my mind, this is the way I explain it. A hashtag, which is this symbol, okay, is like a folder. It's creating a folder of the same hashtags. The whole word. You could write panelist BWW, okay? And if we all took pictures and we added them to, and then we added a hashtag afterwards that said panelist BWW, we'd all be in the same folder.
So we post on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter.
Okay,
And
right.
then after that photo, we put in a hashtag.
And no
panel.
spaces, you don't want them, no exclamation, what do we say, for?
Punctuation.
Punctuation.
So that when I click on it,
So
I
then-
can see that Anna posted a picture, and I can see, you know, Paul posted a picture, whoever else, and that's maybe how I link into Paul.
Then you're
I
like,
shouldn't
oh,
say
he was
LinkedIn,
there,
but-
great, now let me friend him on Facebook. See how that works? And then I'm gonna like your business page. That's exactly how that stuff works, it's beautiful.
So is that typically how you
So,
grow your likes?
I think to grow my likes, where is that question? What number are we? Oh yeah, here we are. Okay. It really does help you connect with like the people that maybe you're wondering about. You know, you're like, it does. It's an easy way to find what you're looking for.